Is it possible to speak truth to power? To do so, Jenny Holzer is an artist who hijacks and mimics powerful modes of communication. Holzer was born in 1950 in Ohio, United States. She is considered part of a group of women artists whose work is informed by conceptual frameworks and feminist ideologies. Holzer questions deposits of power by making use of public spaces, billboards, projections, electronic displays, and even wearable items such as t-shirts and hats, all in the service of her political art practice. Most striking is Holzer's use of thought-provoking statements that warrant the kind of contemplation demanded by rigorous works of art. This piece from Holzer is part of a series titled Truisms that first appeared in 1977 in a later iteration that was screen printed on cherrywood in 2018. The statement that reads, "In a dream you saw a way to survive and you were full of joy," is a classic example of the kind of word or text art that constitutes truisms and the majority of Holzer's work. This maxim taps into something elemental, something human. It recalls the joy and immediate devastation that descends upon someone when they wake up from or are woken up from a good dream. It begs the question, why are the material conditions of reality so far removed from our dreams? The answer to which is probably both personal and political in nature. Hands on Your Breast and Keep Your Heart Beating is from a series entitled Survival, which was completed between 1983 and 1985. The reason that I decided to single out this piece is that it brings to mind the several iterations, or ways, if you will, of feminist thought. This work seems very much of its time due to the focus on how overly sexualized and politicized the female body and female desire are. Although these topics still very much inform feminist thinking today, it elides modern-day nuances when it's speaking about what constitutes the female body. However, I still very much enjoy this work because it is intriguing in its sparseness of words. I question whether or not Holzer is positioning sexual interaction as a life force for women, or if she is simply stating that a pair of hands, whether it be someone else's or one's own even, has the power to reinvigorate someone who is feeling discombobulated. Something you'll likely notice immediately while perusing Holzer's work is the stark absence of authorship or attribution, even though her work is instantly recognizable as her work, ironically because of the visual presentation rather than the words themselves. This further goes on to make a case for the fact that Holzer is in fact a visual artist rather than a writer. If you made it to the end of this video, I hope that you enjoyed it and are left curious about the ways in which we use language to disseminate information to the public. If you'd care to, please like and comment your thoughts.